In fact, let's now bring in SABC News correspondent Laura Westbrook, who's joining us live from London, just to give us the latest on the investigation side of things into the death of Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa. Laura, a very good afternoon to you, and thank you so much for your time. So just give us up to speed. Are the French and South African authorities any closer in piecing just the circumstances around the death of the Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa? What's the latest from your end?
Yes, it seems we understand that French authorities are really trying to understand and will be no doubt looking into what exactly were the circumstances, not just in the hours, but in the days leading up to the ambassador's body being discovered on Tuesday. We understand that his body was found near the Hyatt Regency Hotel, that after a brief period in which authorities had been looking for the ambassador, partly because we understand his wife had raised the alarm after receiving at least one text message, which she said was sent to her on Monday, that had caused her concern for her husband. Now, the search was carried out near the hotel, and we understand that the ambassador's body was found at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, and prosecutors say that they are working on the theory at this point that the ambassador fell from the 22nd story building. Now, one prosecutor official has been quoted as saying that it seems what she described as a deliberate act without a third-party intervention, and but authorities are also stressing that they will keep investigating and work to establish the exact circumstances that took place at the Hyatt Regency Hotel. Now, this has caused a lot of shock in the diplomatic community as well as the wider public in France. He was known and well respected in Paris, according to some officials, and since the discovery of the ambassador's body, the authorities are trying to be working out what exactly happened and what are the exact explanations around his death. We know that he had been quite active in his duties leading up to, including on over the weekend. He took part in an anniversary of a First World War battle in which South African troops had played a key role.
And Laura, very quickly, just talk to us about how the South African embassy in Paris has responded to date, to his passing. How are things being done at the moment? I mean, I would imagine it can't be business as usual.
Certainly not. I think this has really caused a lot of shock and a lot of in diplomatic circles as well as at the embassy. There have been tributes that have been pouring in from officials, including even President Cyril Ramaphosa expressed his sadness at the death, calling it tragic, and saying that his office expressed his deep condolences to the ambassador's wife and his family. He was, of course, appointed to the role towards the end of 2023. He took up office in 2024, and we know that French authorities will be looking to present their findings to South African authorities as well as to the ambassador's widow, and then moving on to perhaps in more detail, putting out into the public domain. They will be trying to work out, and then they will be working on things like plans for the repatriation of the ambassador's body. But certainly in diplomatic circles in France, this has caused a lot of shock and a lot of sadness.
Laura, very quickly, before I let you go, just in terms of how the media abroad is also framing this, are they leaning towards a tragic accident or the undercurrent of suspicion? Basically, just given the fact that there is this just not clear indication at this stage and a lot of speculation, as you've also been saying.
Yes, certainly. There has been speculation in the media, and I think French authorities and French investigators, they are extremely thorough, and they will be looking into exactly what the circumstances were, not just in the days, but not just in the hours, but in the days leading up to the ambassador's body being found. They will no doubt be looking at CCTV footage that has been gathered at the Hyatt Regency Hotel, as well as speaking to family members to gauge what his mood was in the hours and days leading up to the South African president has called these tragic circumstances. And French authorities and investigators, they have stressed they are still working on this. This is very much still an active case, and that they want to find out exactly what the circumstances are.
Laura, thank you so much for that. Laura Westbrook joining us live there from London and just giving us the very latest in terms of those investigations. Let's now turn our focus, in fact, in the life and times of the late Ambassador Nathi Mthethwa.